kind of obvious question, but what does Thursday mean to you growing up here, having watched this game, but now getting your chance to play in it?
It's a privilege just getting to play in it, and I know, like you said, I've been a youngin' watching it, and I had a couple cousins playing it for both sides, Mississippi State and Ole Miss, so it's a big rivalry in our family, and it's, like I said, a privilege to play in it.
How was kind of throwing things away from Saturday night to getting ready for the Egg Bowl with that quick turnaround? I mean, how has the team been?
We've been working on it. I mean, it was a tough loss this Saturday, but I feel like our coaches did a great job of just, showing us the film, we correcting it, and we just move on to the next opponent.
J.J. Lean has told us a couple of times he doesn't discuss coaching search stuff with you guys. Obviously, y'all read what's going on out there and see what's on the internet. Do y'all talk about it amongst yourselves? What is the vibe like? What's the conversation like?
No, we don't. We really don't try to pay much attention to it, but just pay attention to our next opponent, because that's the biggest thing. Like, the coaches put everything into us, and we want to give back what they put in. So we just really don't worry about the media or anything like that. We just focus on the next opponent.
You talked about reviewing the film from Arkansas. What were some of those particular things that really stood out negatively?
I just say I guess we just went out there and just took them lightly. Arkansas is a great team, and I give them their props, but we just know that we're better than what we showed on film, and we won't let it happen versus Mississippi State.
JJ, when you entered the transfer portal from Auburn, is this a game that you have circled, like, I want to play in this sort of a game?
Yes, sir. It was one of the games I wanted to really just play in. I know just when I was at Auburn, the Iron Bowl was a big thing, so Alabama was a game I wanted to play in too. But like I said, it's a big rivalry, and I always want to put on for my city and where I'm from, which is why I came back to Auburn.
JJ, you went against a team that primarily rushes the ball, Arkansas. Now you're going against a primary passing team. How does that change what you do up front?
It's really just, like I said, just really just getting a lot of push on the O-line. I know they do a lot of base nose and they double out, so it's really a lot of one-on-one blocks for the edges and for me. So just being able to get to the hip of the center and putting pressure on the quarterback to step up and be in my lap.
What if we told you when you were younger that you would get to kind of play in this game? What would kind of younger you feel about this? And what might be something about the Egg Bowl that people who aren't as connected to it as people from Mississippi not know about it?
If I was told this younger, it really would, like, I don't know, I would just be hyped about it like I am now. Like, it's a big game, and like what people don't understand is, like, just from me being in this city and like just hearing, oh, we got to beat Mississippi State, Ole Miss. So like me growing up in it, I just was basically taught not to like Mississippi State. But it's gonna be a great game, and they're a good team. And like I said, it's gonna come down to just who wanted more.
I think you touched on it a little bit right there, but you obviously being no stranger to this rivalry, and there's a number of newcomers on this team, who've maybe heard about the rivalry but never exactly played in it or really kind of experienced it really on the front row. I mean, is there any extra explanation needed for some of these other guys that it's bigger than it looks on the outside?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know I talked to a couple just because like J.I. told him, I said, man, just go out there and play it like it's your rivalry, or just play it like any other game. Just because, when we need him the most, he always show up. But that's just for every player. You really don't have to sugarcoat anything or anything like that. It's a rivalry, but at the same time, it's another opponent on our schedule.
Hey, JJ, if you will, kind of put your granddaddy hat on for me, if you will. What's it going to be like years from now? I mean, you will have played in both the Iron Bowl and the Egg Bowl. Yeah. I mean, how cool is that?
It's real cool. Just being able to, like you said, put my granddad hat on, just tell my kids and my grandkids, I played in both. That's the both of best worlds right there. Just the Iron Bowl, being able to play Alabama in a rivalry, and then coming back home and playing against Mississippi State, the Egg Bowl. So it'll be fun.
JJ, can you just take us through your season up to this point, and do you feel like you've lived up to your own expectations?
I feel like I lived up to them a little bit. Just me playing my role. That's why I came over here to play a role, fill in a spot for Ole Miss and just be me. And that's what Coach Joyner does great. Just allow his players to be him and just go out there and have fun. That's the majority of the game.
You know, you obviously facing mobile quarterbacks in back-to-back weeks. I mean, can you kind of evaluate how this pass rush performed kind of against them, or was it kind of frustrating where you didn't, where sometimes you couldn't maybe finish on some of those, or like just the unit itself?
I just feel like we just really had to focus on finishing and working on not sliding off quarterbacks. I feel like just we'll have them, but like sometimes we'll just ease off and think our buddy will make the play when we just gotta go relentless to the ball. Appreciate it.